Okay, Ted, well, your box arrived today, so let's get it unpacked and see what we have in store. There's your note. Okay, here we go. Always fun. Always fun. All right. Wow. That is a lovely version of this watch. Very cool. Okay, so let's see here. Let's get a nice zoom in here so we can take a close look at what we've got. Maybe a little too close. Okay. All right, well, Ted, this is your father's watch, which is in really great shape. That matte blue dial is just so nice. And this is a resist text, which means it's probably early 70s. Yep. So this is I have this exact watch. This is a February 1971 6139 6005. This is a US version. This is the blue brother to the Pogue. So it's exactly the same watch as that, except that it has the blue dial. So resist text. It should have the 17 jewel. Ooh, that's stiff. Okay, that's a stiff seal right there. 17 jewel SUA on the dial. You're running. That's a good sign. That's always nice. Certainly will need a crystal. But yeah, February 71. That's a great model for this watch. The condition is just sublime. I mean, really nice. This is a aftermarket crown. That's not the original for this watch. These have a sort of indent in them, almost a dimple. So that's been replaced at some point. Let's see if, so I think it's been replaced, and I think perhaps they did not put the gear back on to move the inner bezel. So we'll take a close look at that in a moment. But you got a nice H-link, non-tapered. Is it tapered? Can't tell. I think it's a straight H-link, which is appropriate. Seiko branded. Not sure that. Well, it's interesting. I think your end links need to be tightened up just a little bit here, just to make sure they're not floppy. This one's pretty good, but this one's moving. Okay, condition-wise, very good. Let me go ahead and open up the bracelet here so that we can get to the back of the watch without too much complication. Okay, keep that over here. Right, so again, February 71. Really nice looking case back. Somebody has been in here, but hopefully it hasn't been too much of an issue. I have a feeling we're going to have a really tight case back. Nope, it's pretty good actually. Take that right off. That's great. Okay, so looks like somebody serviced it at some point. I have no idea what those numbers mean, but there are numbers in the back of the watch. It looks like one servicing mark marked in with a type of marker. Okay, so movement's pretty clean. Looks like the seal did its job. I want to take a look very quickly at your crown just to see. Yeah, that's just a generic crown stem. That's not a geared. Now, I have replacements. It's up to you if you want to change it to make it fully functional. We could do that. If you want to leave it like it is, that's also fine too. But the option is yours. There is some cost associated with that. Those are not cheap components. They are actually quite expensive to replace, which is probably why they weren't replaced. Perhaps somebody just decided they wanted them. I'm not sure. Anyway, no preconceived ideas there. So everything looks functional. Pushers are a little stiff, perhaps, if not completely in a... Yeah, there we go. Yeah, they're pretty stiff, so... Move that one back. There it goes. Okay. Right, well, let's put some power in the watch and see how it performs on the time grapher, and then we can get going on what we need for service. Overall, though, looks pretty clean. I like what I'm seeing. I want to check your arbor port here. Yeah, got some movement on your screw, which is typical. All right, let's go ahead and put some power in. Okay, let's check the performance. Be right back. Okay, well, Ted, this is the second time in a couple weeks that I've been through this process and been very surprised by what I see in a watch that's coming in. Now, I'm going to give it to you straight. Your watch is in great shape. The movement is running really well. It's been solidly now in the 220s. Now, this isn't, the highest these numbers can go, of course. You can get the amplitude fairly high, but in terms of the condition of the signal and all the details, yes, you're gaining some time. Yes, you've got some beat error. These are adjustable parameters here. These are things we can get very close. We can get this to basically 0, and this we can get to also 0. It's this number that comes from service. This amplitude is essentially the swing of your balance. And so the higher the swing, that just means the more efficient the energy transfer through your movement is from your mainspring to your hairspring, essentially. And you're doing pretty well here. This is good. This is a watch that has received service at some point in the past that is reflected here in this number. Now, is this the ultimate number that we could get to? No. 230 is, that's a respectable number if we can get there. If it's going to jump to 230, that's always good to see. But again, this becomes a call of investment. There you go, 230. Investment versus and above. Look at that. Versus what you would like to do. Your watch needs a few things. It needs a crystal. It needs some seals. It needs perhaps a crown if you want it to work properly with the way that it did from the factory. However, it needs to be adjusted. It doesn't necessarily need to be serviced. You could wear this watch and be very happy and have a reliable and seemingly lubricated, and if not, properly lubricated, a well-serviced watch. And I'm okay with that. This is why we do these assessments. I'm not here to take people's money for things they don't need. So I'm going to let you make the call. Look at this. This is great. These numbers are great. This is a serviced watch. I mean, you're going to hit 240 here, which is pretty amazing for a watch you're just kind of sending in without much information beyond the fact that your father did wear the watch. I want you to make an informed decision. If it were me, I'd wear the watch. I'd fix some of the things cosmetically and perhaps functionally that need to be corrected, spend a little money on it, but in terms of service, you can wait. This is a watch that's in good shape. So I'm going to let you make the call. I'll send you this video and we can talk. All right. Thanks a lot.